Mm. How you doing? So I'm sitting here with the dogs watching the Wendy Williams show. This is their favorite show. They are literally sitting here watching the TV. It's funny. Hope everybody's doing well. Um, I'm just sitting here for a minute. Decided to post for a second. Go live. Probably do a little singing. That's really it. Just cable, do a little singing, and then I'm gonna get off. Hope everybody is having a really good Monday. I'm doing good. I've gotten some really good news today, so I feel inspired. Did some baking. Made this homemade. I don't know what you want to call it. I guess a fall homemade fall cake. That's what I would say it is. It's a homemade fall cake I made today. So I'm going to, bro. I'm sorry. Wendy is over here talking about Chris Brown. I'm trying to figure out why. Hold on. I made some homemade brown butter cake. So it's like a fall season. Put some cinnamon and some spices in it because I had some leftovers from making my sweet potato pies. So I'll be downtown tomorrow again. I just been taking my time. I had some other things to come up in my life, so I had to fix those things and take care and do some transitionings, stuff like that, which was really good. I'm grateful. I feel like I'm really getting back to myself. I have been in that survival mode for a minute, and you had to address those ideas of survival mode. Hello, Sabrina Gadia. Did I pronounce that right? Gadia? Saludos, please. Hmm. Hola, you bald guy. Oh, hello everybody. How are you doing? Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Just came on to say hello. I'm gonna do a little bit of singing in a little bit. But I'm sitting here with the dogs watching Wendy Williams. Hope all is well with you guys. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a good evening. What's my name? My name is Mr. Marvelous. What's your name? Sabrina, right? Sabrina, I am Mr. Marvelous. So, anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna be singing today. Most of the time, I usually do like gospel, so decided to do some. Hmm, let's try some spirituals today. I haven't done spirituals in a minute. I'll do Deep River. Uh, I need you guys to do me a favor, like share all those that are coming in, that have came in, like, share. Mm. Should I turn this off? Is this loud? The people that are still here, can you tell me if this is like loud still? Um, can you hear the music behind it? Because my dog is sitting here watching Wendy Williams, and they are very quiet and occupied, and I really don't want to turn it off. Okay. Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. The river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. Oh, don't you wanna go to that gospel feast, that promised land? Well, his peace, deep with the Lord. I want to cross over to campground. That is older spiritual from some of my favorites that I've heard sing the song, like Paul Robeson, even Frank Sinatra. Um, very, very good spiritual. Um, so yes, I think thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I came up on spirituals. Hymns were an identification of spirituals prior to understanding what spirituals were. So even my deep understanding of hymns and how some of them were transpired first as spirituals, which were songs sung by the people of African descent, which described our experiences. Most of the time was through the struggles. Some were the apartheid. Some of the songs were sung from the apartheid. Even on the plantations, songs were created. Even songs to identify, different moves and trailways, if you could say it that way, trailways throughout the Underground Railroad. Why do I feel like I'm saying that wrong? Well, railroad. Probably because I want to put a W there. The Underground Railroad. So, it was a monumental part with singing songs like "Wade in the Water." They would actually start to sing that when there was actually a slave getting ready to escape. They would start to sing certain spirituals, even to where there were trailways sewn and woven onto different types of blankets to give direction of where they would go from state to state. So music has played a monumental part. These spirituals, these hymns, a lot of them have really shaped who we are today. And I think when you sing something now, like "Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water, God's gonna trouble the water." It's actually strange because it it's like it awakens that same energy that they had in that time, that it awakens that same experience in which they had back then, that courage to take a leap of faith, that courage to take the jump to escape. And what escape brought about, of course, some people were caught, but those who escaped showed others that there was a possibility that they could be free. And even before a government documentation told them that they were free, they decided to take their freedom by hand and by force. So those songs, "Wade in the Water, Children," we have to understand that it was a message in that song, meaning somebody was about to be free. So even when we sing it now, you know, it brings about that freedom is coming, freedom is coming. I sing it sometimes loud, even sometimes I hum it. You can just hum it sometimes, and you still get the same effect of where it is within your own soul's journey. Um, yeah, Wade in the Water has been amazing for me. Um, but that is definitely one of my favorite spirituals that I have like sung for years. Water, God's gonna trouble the water. Well, I stepped in the water, and the water was cold. God's gonna trouble the water. Chill my body, but not my soul. God's gonna trouble the water. Yeah, it's wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Man, I try my best to understand why in church was it so popular, because it's like call and response was a major thing that I grew up on. Some of my songs I understood in the gospel, like diaspora of music, especially starting off within like the sanctified church. Growing up Kojic, I was raised Pentecostal Kojic, and most of our songs was call and response. Like it wasn't like this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, and be glad in it. So it's a scripture, but the singing of it was just complete call and response, repeating, echoing. Most of our songs were that way, like call and response, repeating, echoing. Um, Within the singing aspect, I don't know what you come to do. I don't know what you come to do. I come to clap my hands, my hands. But it goes into a demonstration that requires some type of physical kinesthetics of where you are demonstrating these words, and now your whole body is engaged and experience with praising God. So it helps. Very really good, easy call and response songs. There has been some other ones like where you would like have to know what to say. Like I'm trying to think of a good one that's like, cause see, like that. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will enter His gates with thanksgiving in my heart. You could literally take that same melody and sing the same song. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Nobody. Like everybody knows the shout out. Nobody. It's call and response. Even like when we were like indentured servants at that time, we were still like singing call and response songs on the field. You know, the same songs. Even some of our greatest singers at that time, like Muddy Waters. You know, we saw in the expression of Cadillac Records where they were singing as sharecroppers at the time. They were sharecroppers, they weren't slaves. But in that video of them as sharecroppers and singing on the fields, working on those fields, singing those same gospel songs, reiterating the same beat and effect in which their forefathers fought to survive, was an amazing blessing when you can sing those songs and you can literally feel their energy starting to overtake you to where it's not like a possession, but it's more like an influence because spirituals are different. You're singing the songs of the old, you're singing the songs of the. And when we do it in the church, it's the same way. When we sing spirituals, we sing the songs of the ancestors. Um, and then I do want to clear this up. Like, there's over 16 different scriptures in the Bible that talks about ancestors. You're lying with the ancestors, going away with the ancestors, being at rest with the ancestors, awakening the ancestors, where a medium awakened the ancestor and he was cursed. Bruh, what? Tell your neighbor to stop being crazy and read. So not only that are there scriptures and mentions of ancestors, but the definition of ancestors is a relative, a person who shares the same blood, DNA connection to you that has passed on. That is the definition of an ancestor. So if your relative didn't pass on, that means you're a vampire. So, anyways, I really thank God for the hymns that the church has really given us. The reiterating effect of our forefathers and those people who fought, and it gives us that same strength. A lot of times when we say their strength and their essence beats through our hearts, it beats through our blood. That's what I mean when I say I feel it when I sing songs like Amazing Grace. Well, even though Amazing Grace was by a sailor and it really had nothing to do with slavery, but like him, I don't think Amazing Grace was really sung by slaves because I really don't think Amazing Grace was around that time. So I'm not gonna sing Amazing Grace. Mm. Deep River. That's the song Deep River. What is the other one? Old Man River. Old Man River. Old Man River. That old man river. He must know something, but don't say nothing. He don't like living, but afraid of dying. So that old man river, he just keeps rolling along. Old Man River. Wow. That's another one that is. a spiritual that really connects. If you really understand, like spirituals are really different. It's not like, oh my check about to pay my bills. I'm about to go to like that might be a soul song because it relates to your everyday experience. But spirituals are different. Spirituals speak to the soul. It awakens the soul. It should enlighten the soul if you understand. And not all have that experience because, once again, when you sing these songs, you connect to your ancestors. You connect to these people. You connect to all those that sing those songs. You connect to all those people. That same energy, it awakens through you. That's why it's important to understand why our people not only just didn't sing songs on the plantations to work hard, they sung songs on the plantations to embody the strength and the essence of those that came before them that fought. That was the difference. They weren't just singing because they needed to work harder. They were singing because they needed their strength. They were singing because they needed their essence. So yes, a lot of these songs came out of the struggle and the story of African Americans. So that's why they were deemed as Negro spirituals at that time. Um, Old Man River was a song about literally the identity of life, knowing that there was more, knowing that there was something, but just keep going with the beat of the life and essence of the river. I think sometimes we find ourselves in that river experience where we're just going with the beats of life. We just find ourselves just moving, where nothing affects us and everything is just bleak in full despair sometimes, but even just bleak because we don't know what to do or we find ourselves completely drained of an experience. So that Old Man River story to me really let me know that, you have to wake up and you can be like the river and just keep going along with things. Or you can beat upon the river and make your own reservoir. Because the thing about destruction always comes about some new body of land, whether there is a mass destruction by natural disaster, a meteor, or maybe falling of rocks, an earthquake that will cause falling of rocks, and that falling destruction might cause, some type of landmark that now becomes looked at as some beautification later. But it started with some type of destruction. So, yes, even our story as African Americans, I do look at those hymns, those sacred hymns, the call and response. I posted a video about the African dancing and the importance of the rain dance. When I always heard of the rain dance, I always saw these Indian like hats, and I saw like fair skinned Native Americans with straight hair, and I saw them dancing. And although I was always told that I had some like type of Native American connection, I don't know. I know that they didn't represent the Native American that I was told that I was, or at least that I see when I look at myself within the mirror. So I connect to the understanding that it all has its own essence of where we come from. And because we hold like to those values very, very well, I think it's important that we keep them. We teach our children. We teach our children those same songs, even the songs that our mothers taught us. Because what we don't understand is we are literally transpiring and um, downloading and transferring and downloading that essence of who we are within them. So when they sing it now, not only does it connect to their mother, it connects to their grandmother, it connects to their great grandmother, it connects to their forefathers, it connects to their relative, their singing those songs connects because it causes a response. So even when it was just, oh, God is a good God, yes, He is. Like growing up in the church, the same like melody would be the same song for like 8 or 9 different call and responses. Yes, he is. And then it would go into a drive of just the same thing. Yes, he is. 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 He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star, the rose of the shepherds. You can just say anything. Yes, he is. You could go anywhere with it, but it was when we, like modernize the term call and response. Of course, we would add things in with it, but call and response was just that. God is a good God, yes He is. Oh, God is a good God, yes He is. He would respond with that. So, it. I think it's really. It's funny because a lot of times we hear the term "there's nothing new under the sun," and the older you get, you find yourself experiencing things over and over and over, or a lot of the older things reintroduced to you. Even sometimes you'll get fooled because you'll think for years, oh, this is my favorite song. And one day you'll hear this song, you'll think like, wait, is this real? That's the same lyrics. And realize this song was written like 20, 30 years prior to your favorite song. And think, wow, that song was a sample of an entirely different song. Or sometimes not even a sample, it'll be the most, it'll be the same song. They just re-sung it and remastered it, put a few chords to it, and called it theirs. Whew. But either way, I think it's important to remember those hymns. Remember the hymns of our people. They bring about a story with them. They bring about an energy. They bring about an essence. They bring about a message. I don't know if I could think of any other slave song like within that era, but the world is one thing we did right was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. mm I think I will call upon the Lord, for He is worthy to be praised. I will call upon the Lord. So even though it sounds like I'm singing about myself because I'm by myself, of course, but the song is being echoed by the congregation as the leader is singing it. For He is worthy to be praised. For He is worthy to be. So there's an echo the entire time of everything they're saying. Hosanna. When you get to the middle, of course, you know not to repeat it because that's their little part. But the congregation joins back in. Blessed be the rock. Blessed be the rock of my salvation. So a lot of times these called responses were Bible scriptures. They were scriptures. Like this is the day that the Lord has made. That's a scripture. That's in the book of Psalms. I will call upon the Lord. I think that's also Psalms. For He is worthy. So shall I be saved from my enemy. That's that's Bible scripture. So they really, most of the time, are scriptures as well. So call and responses can even sometimes engulf you with the knowledge of scripture identification. So within that, you find yourself meditating on the word. Isn't that something? But yeah, I think I've done enough explaining. I'm almost at 30 minutes. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the likes. I'm doing my best to get on. I'm trying my best to stay consistent with this, but trying to live too, man. Like, sheesh. I be out here in these streets selling like pies and cakes like they dime bags, $5 bags. And I'm telling you, it's hard to sell. It's hard to sell. Like my goal is to go into mass production, go into stores, or at least do a kiosk. Like I don't want to be out here slinging cakes like I did, slinging cakes. Could you imagine just walking around all day? I got them cakes. Like no, you got the. Yeah, I'm almost done. Thank you guys for supporting. I've actually gotten to really decent responses. Uh, I've gotten to really decent responses from the food like feedback. So I really just make sure I am trying my best to maintain top tier codes of keeping things in alignment, like packaged, making sure things are presentable. You know, yeah, you know, you see some things you like. You just gonna cut that whole thing right there in front of them and just hand it to them. You have a prepackaged, you have a cooled it. And so you don't know the temperature of your food. Okay, friend. All right. And I be thinking like, damn, what we doing? I'm just gonna stay over here in my little lane. I'm gonna cook my little bakery items right now and stick to bakery. Stick to bakery. So that's been my thing, bakery. I don't like sugar, which is another weird thing. I don't like sugar, and that's crazy because to not like sugar now, and that's what you deal with now all the time, sugar. It's weird. Like I'm a agave guy, so that and wasted product. Like sometimes with like it wasting the product, or if it turns over, it gets sloppy in there, and you can't really sell it because it looks sloppy. Stuff like that be pissing me off too. I'd be like if you're in a bakery and it was kind of like that, you would just slice it or cut it. Then that would be more acceptable. I said, well, just do a kiosk and get a small bakery and then do move later. So I said that'll be my next 1 year goal. And where I am moving to, yes, this little small little business thing is going to go far, and I believe in it. So you guys keep praying for me, keep looking out for me, keep visiting, even just stopping by and say hi. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go over this video, and hopefully it's a really good video. Because if it is, you'll be seeing it. So hope all is well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Um, till we meet again, till we reach that peaceful shore, and with that you want no more. May it give you strength to endure till we meet again. Till you meet, till we meet. Mm-hmm.